how we actually make sense of stress signals is also something that is learned. It's not hardwired. And there's actually research that shows that stress mindset interventions, so for example, shifting from the idea that stress is always harmful to stress can be enhancing in the right context, and then even learning what those contexts are, that can change how people interpret and respond to stress. So you can learn to distinguish productive challenge from chronic accumulation. And you can practice assessing, for example, what is controllable versus not, and what resources you have available, whether the situation actually matches your strengths and values. And that has a lot to do with pattern recognition and meaning making. And that all improves with more experience and feedback. And then you can also improve your response strategy so that that can really be like a toolkit that you can expand. So, knowing what to do when you're stressed also isn't fixed. Of course, we learn new strategies for handling anything in our lives, just as we will add another tool to our toolkit in terms of construction, for example. So, you can learn new coping strategies through skills training. So, that could be things like learning how to problem solve better and think critically of your situation, learning new emotion regulation techniques, building habits around recovery. And then you practice implementing them. So you'll over time get better at recognizing what is the right time for a certain strategy. And you'll get better at matching the right response to the right situation through trial and feedback and adjustment. And that's really a direct acquisition of skills. So it's probably the easiest one to learn. We just need the right information and then we need to practice. And so I think it's interesting to me because stress intelligence is a complex idea, but at the same time, it's so different from something like a personality trait or something that genetic that you're just born with. It is a set of capabilities that you can really learn. So you can build it through this practice and feedback and really deliberate training. Some people do develop it naturally through their experiences or because they have good models early on in their lives, but anyone can really build it systematically if they know what to focus on.